There you go. Very insightful interview there from Neo. But we are here on the outside session over here. Okay. Here it comes. We'll be talking after this. Yeah, that's I have to go. Let me tell you.
And everyone is laughing at me. But we've seen what this guy can do on that machine. And really, it's scary. There's no way I was going to be here lest he comes and hits me. But welcome back to the Power Breakfast Show. And this morning, we want to delve into the world of Auto X racing. Okay, my heart is still pumping. Take it up from there.
Yes. All right. So remember, you can get in touch with us on 22422. That is our SMS platform, 22422. And then the hashtag to use on Twitter is Power Breakfast. So I want to talk about this fascinating car that I think what he did was called a drift. So you want to find a drift, yeah.
Okay.
You should play Need for Speed. So,
okay.
So we're going to have we're going to talk to him, the man behind the helmet, a champion in his own right. He's the UAE champion, and we're going to find out his plans for the future and also more about this machine. Can you go say this called a baggy?
I don't know. Is this a baggy?
Is this a baggy? All right, come inside. Yeah. All right. So
the man we're talking to before we go further is Tejas Hirani. A very good morning to you.
Morning.
Thank you so much for coming. So is this a buggy?
Yes, it's a buggy.
Okay, it's a buggy. So we were right. It's
yeah,
a buggy.
You're right.
You're right.
Not bad.
When did you get into this world?
I started racing when I was 9.
9 years old.
Yeah. But it went professionally when I was 12. It's when I got my first buggy. But I started with the go-karting.
Okay, why?
To be honest, I don't know.
I like that. To be honest, I don't know.
I used to be a swimmer. I used to swim for Kenya under 15.
Okay.
When I was in St. Mary's, and then I just started karting at Carnival.
Yes.
It sort of caught me by hand.
Yes, made sense to
Yeah,
you.
it made sense to me, and now I have the passion for it. So.
Okay.
And how old are you now?
I'm 17, just turned 17.
Just turned 17.
Yes.
And you already are a champion, the UAE. I think the first Kenyan. There are many other guys who've done these races, but you are. How was that for you when you went to the UAE and represented Kenya and you won?
It was a great feeling. Yeah, achieving things for the first time. It's amazing. It was a different experience because we don't have those facilities in Kenya, but it was still amazing to win a championship abroad. So yeah.
All right. So tell us a little bit about this machine. Like when somebody do a pick my ride kind of series. Like what's going on here? What constitutes it for people who don't know it for the first time? Who are just seeing it now.
For the first time, it kind of looks funny. When you look at it, you don't know what the hell is going on. But it's actually a very intelligent machine. Some things it does for you, and others you have to do it yourself. It's a really difficult machine to drive for your first time out. That's why I started with a Magibug, which is a lot smaller and slower than this thing. You have a 6-speed sequential gearbox. Okay, yeah, if you want.
It's a manual, right? Let's start from there.
Yeah, it's a manual gearbox.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's not a normal manual gearbox. You have, rather than following that H pattern thing, it's all in a straight line, so it's all a sequential gearbox. You have. That's the biggest thing, your brakes and your gearbox. Okay. Otherwise, everything else is similar to the normal car. The way it drives, it's two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive. It's 250 horsepower, only 600 kilos at this trim. In Autocross trim, it doesn't have everything on it. There's the mud guards come off, the spare wheel comes off. It's a lot lighter. It's about 400 kilos.
Someone will ask, or rather many will ask, why doesn't it have any windows?
That's why it's called a buggy. Yes, that's why it's called a buggy. To be honest, I don't know why it shouldn't have windows and stuff, but I guess it just makes it lighter and it feels different than a car because there's no windows.
Okay.
It's a different experience.
What are the top speeds you've done in this?
Down Mombasa Road, I've done 220. But during a race, max, I've done 180. Okay. Yeah. Right. I'm scared of going quicker.
You did 220. What's the top? Its top speed?
Its top speed should be about 240. Okay. Yeah, or more. I've never tested it, to be honest. Okay. Yeah.
I thought you would have. Why haven't you tested it?
Well, there's traffic, number one.
Okay.
So you can't really try it out. And number two, I don't have a road license. So I was going to a race following the car. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
So to drive this on, is this allowed? Do you need a special license for this?
No, it's road legal. It's fully road legal. If I have a driver's license, I can drive it to school if I want to.
Oh, okay.
You can drive it to school?
If I want to, yeah.
That can be
really?
fun.
That's really nice. That's really cool.
Yeah, it gives me credit.
I know, I can imagine.
Take
All
my
right.
head teacher around school and
We can
get
see the
straight A's.
seats are bucket seats.
Yeah.
Why?
It's supposed to hold you in place, so if in any case of an accident, you don't fly around everywhere. You have a 5-point harness seatbelt, which is connected to the frame. So in case of any emergency, you stay in the car.
Yeah, so you'll never come out.
Yeah.
You'll never move out of the car. You
and that's why
always
you also, my windows are these nets, these funny things here.
Yes.
Yeah, those are my windows. So in case of anything, in case my seatbelts fail,
Yeah.
I don't fly out.
Ah, nice,
Yeah.
nice.
What
Okay.
are all these? What are these?
That is, if you look at my helmet, I have an air vent on the side, and it's to keep it vacuumed, so no dust and stuff comes within it.
Oh, so
It's my AC.
okay.
Make it
nice.
easy for you, it's my AC. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what those pipes are for. This is my intercom. This is to talk to my navigator, so it clips into the side here.
Okay.
And
Right
then,
there?
yeah, right there. And then I can speak to my navigator when I'm driving.
So like normally are you two or like a normal race?
In an autocross, I'm one. We take out the second seat to remove weight. And in a rally raid, which I just did this weekend, we're two. Yeah. One navigator, one driver. Yeah.
Have you ever had any accidents?
No, touch wood. I haven't,
Touch wood.
Yeah,
Good one.
I haven't had any accidents. I've been close to having accidents,
Okay.
but that's part comes with racing, pushing the limits of your driving. Yeah.
Who do you say is your source of inspiration when it comes to the world of...
You know, I have two drivers that I follow, and they're from different disciplines. In Formula 1, Fernando Alonso, and in rallying, and well, in all kinds of disciplines, Sebastian Loeb. But because I do both disciplines as well, I support both drivers. Yeah.
And what do you want to do? Like what is the future, or where are we going to see Tejas? Where are we going to see it?
Hopefully in the next 5 years, the first African world champion in motorsports. Yeah. It doesn't matter what motorsport, just in any motorsport, the first African
any
world champion.
motorsport.
Yeah.
Good for
4
you.
wheels, I'll drive it.
Yeah.
That's my motto.
Okay. Many are asking, or many might be thinking, how many people are doing this in Kenya?
There's quite a number of people locally, driving locally. You have obviously rallying in Kenya is really, really big. But autocross is getting bigger, rally raid is getting bigger. Nobody really internationally. I'm sort of the first person in Kenya to win an international championship, and from September I'll be the first person participating in a world championship.
Where will this one be?
Spain, Turkey and Italy. Those are my first rallycross races.
How do you balance school and racing?
It's really hard because there's a lot of the time you're not in the country. You're traveling abroad, testing, practicing. It's really hard to cope with. I just did my O-levels, which some of them were good, some of them weren't good, so the usual. But yeah, it's really hard. But I go to private tuition at Maths Tuition Center in Lavington, and that's helped a lot because I'm one-on-one.
Yes.
I have no fear of being left behind a topic or something.
Yes,
I can always be at the same place when I want to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
And what about like if somebody's watching, they're like, wow, that looks really cool, and I want to get in it. What are the ways you can like advise them about?
A few things. Number one is be smart and don't start with something really powerful. Start slowly, get to learn it before you jump up the ladder. Secondly, you have to be physically fit enough. It is very physical in the car. The other thing, what else can I say? Yeah, it's scary. You have to have confidence to do it. But that comes with time. I wasn't fantastically quick when I started. I actually was last the first 8 races I ever raced.
Wow.
I was last, and then I won my first championship when I was 12. So it took me about 4 years to get into it.
Right. So I guess the people are also asking, I want to see like everything. Like, let's start it up. How would you get in and suit up and everything? Let's see the safety inside and all the things that are.
Safety inside is the key of racing. Put those there.
I would not fit in one of these.
I like the way you say it. No. Don't push it.
Okay, so you have your 5-point harness seatbelt, which has to be really tight to hold you into your seat, which sometimes the race takes a long time to put on. So you have to really see, you have no movement. And then
and the helmet?
yeah, the helmet.
Alright, also if you have any questions you can ask us the same on the hashtag on Power Breakfast, that's on Twitter, and also on 22422 about this autocross racing. So these are the gloves for what? Grip and everything?
Yeah, so you don't get blisters, and also in case of any fire, I'm wearing a fireproof overall suit, shoes, innerwear, gloves. So in case of any fire, I have about 8 seconds to get out the car before I burn to death, basically.
Oh wow, wow, that's not very.
No, but it's quite easy to get in. If you have adrenaline rush, in such cases, it's very easy to get in and out the car.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then once you suit it up, what's the next step? Starting it up and
you switch on the main switch, is this switch here. Ignition, let the fuel pump go, and then just start it. Yeah.
wow, so what's this monitor over here?
That monitor shows me my engine temperature, oil, fuel pressure, oil temperature, and my RPM. So during the race I know what parameters to go on. So that's why I said it's really difficult driving, because sometimes you'll have a warning light for oil temperature or something to come on, and you have to slow down. So you're not just looking at the road and driving, you're looking everywhere. I have my gear lever here, so generally I push it forward, you'll hear the click. That's first gear. And then you have your handbrake, which is here, forward, reverse, and then the normal clutch move off. Yeah.
So it's just forward and reverse?
No, you have forward, reverse to engage the gears, and then you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah.
So you pump it like that and you change the gear?
And it does it all for you.
Tejas, let me ask you, how many ladies do we have? I know, I can imagine. Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. How many ladies do we have taking part in this sport in the country?
Right now we have 1. We'll soon have 2, which is really exciting.
Is it because we're scared?
Probably.
Yeah, I think so too. I'd never do it. I won't even lie. I won't lie. Okay, alright. Interesting.
Maybe you should do, like, I don't know if you can do another round. I don't know of what he did when he came in.
Well,
yeah,
I won't
we should.
Be here.
Yeah,
I won't be here.
Yeah, we need to do another round of like what you did when you came in.
You want me to do that?
Yes. All right. So he's gonna do another round. Yes.
To do another round.
And then we'll have to get out of the way again.
As I walk away.
As you walk away. This time you don't have to be
coming in.
Yeah. So. All right, so we're gonna watch him go. Remember, as we'll take some of your comments on 22422. So I'm going to be sampling some of them. 22422 and a hashtag Power Breakfast as we proceed here. Right there he goes. He's the UAE champion. He says he wants to be more. He wants to be the first African to win a championship here. So in the world rather. So we're gonna see exactly what's been happening, and your comments are coming in on Twitter, so we have to move a little bit back just so that we are safe. All right. Oh, okay, I've been told to move away so that we're just safe, and I'm going to do just that. Safety first as we wait. All right, so we have Robert W. Karagu saying, loving it from Kilifi County. That is on our breakfast. And then 17-year-old racer, that's amazing. That is the douchebag. That is your hashtag at the douchebag. Interesting choice of name, but yeah, you say it's amazing. And well, here he comes. All right, there you go. And he came right back to the sport where he was earlier. So it definitely takes a lot of practice and training to do what he does. And so he's here, and like we said, there is a lady as well. I don't know if
Yes.
Kirigo is...
Yes, I'm ready to talk to her because I
Yes.
need to find out when she fell in love with this. Nisha, please join me here.
All right.
And you're the first female doing this thing.
Yes, I am.
Why did you decide to go into this?
I just love the sport, and I love the sport, and it's just very challenging, but it's something I love doing.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing it for 1.5 years now. Yeah.
And what's the most exciting thing about it? Let's start with the exciting thing.
The exciting thing is that I'm the only woman so far, and I have all the men who are always like, like competition. This is major competition because I'm a female, and obviously you know how men are. They wouldn't want a woman to definitely not beat them in timings. Yeah.
What's the most scary?
Well, I actually the most is like I was not wanting to roll. I was like wanting to like try and drive with perfection, but in my last event, which was in Mombasa, I did have a roll. But with God's grace, everything went well. I managed to come out of there because obviously, as Tejas told you, we are very equipped in there. We have like the harness, we have a helmet and everything. So just a little bruise. Yeah.
Are you seeing yourself influence more girls come into this sport? And if you're already doing it, how is the response so far?
The response has been great so far. I try and encourage a lot of women to try and at least try doing the sport because it could be I can understand the challenge that first of all it's not automatic. It's a manual, and secondly, the fact being that I think some of them are a bit scary, like they're scared of speed, or like as you just saw that when Tejas just came in, like people were like, oh no, yes, yeah. Yeah, but we're used to this. We actually see this happening always in the track when we are racing, so that's something I'm used to.
Not a cheap sport, very expensive, getting this buggy, having the clothes. How do you do it?
Well, for one, the first year I was driving my brother's buggy. He was a champion of last year, and this year I've got like the sponsorship from Ray Racing, Mr. Ray Hansha. He's given me his buggy to use, so I'm actually using his at the moment. But yes, you're right, it is an expensive sport, as in maintenance of the buggy. Like spare parts, tires and everything. The uniform itself, the race gear. It is expensive, yes.
And how often do you practice, to become better than you were, let's say, last year?
Yeah, practice every often I get the time to. I usually do it on Sundays, like practicing on Sundays, because that's a good day to go out there and practice. So that gives me more time to myself and see where I need to rectify, where I can change and see what I can do, where I can improve on my speed and things like that, yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll hand you back to Willis Suraburu. He's there with the Tejas Hirani, the guy who just did... Can you do that, Nisha?
Yes,
right.
I can.
Oh, you can?
Yes, I can. But not in the rage for sure, because I'm used to being in my buggy, but I would definitely have done something like that with my buggy.
Okay. All right, Willis, back to you.
All right, so as wonderful that there's a lady doing it as well. That's really good. All right, so tell us also about we were talking a little bit earlier about the price of one of these.
Okay, this particular one is really expensive because we tried to make it as similar to a rally car as possible. So when I evolved to rallying, it's nothing new. It's about between 5 to 7 million shillings. Yeah.
And so I'm seeing over here we have sponsors and stuff, so how does that work? You get sponsorships on the trips, and how has that been so far? What kind of support are you getting?
My main sponsor, Team Magic, who have supported me through my whole career. They're the ones who supported me out. Have about 7-8 years now they've been backing me. Recently we have Shelvipa, Precision Hydration, who you give me hydration for when I'm driving. Pan-African Heart Foundation, Duma, before I forget who else. I think that's everybody. Yeah.
So what are there any challenges that you face while you're trying to take part in this?
Yeah, funding is really the main challenge, because racing abroad and racing locally is very different. Abroad you have, for me it's about another 4 or 5 times more expensive. And that's our biggest thing, finding the funding to go abroad. We're really looking forward for the funding to go to do the World Rallycross.
All right, but you're doing good so far. It's amazing. Good stuff. Doing amazing things. All right, so we're going to switch again over back to Kirigo Ngaro as I see how I can maybe fit into this.
You can't.
You
can't
All right,
fit.
here we go.
You can't fit. I promise you, Raburu. I promise you. Now, the man I'm with here is a man known by many. What do you say about that? Is it true?
Possibly. I've been in the game for a long time.
Rob Collins, Collins, right?
Collins, yes.
Yeah, Collins joining us this morning on the Power Breakfast Show, a former Safari Rally driver and now a mentor. How is that?
Well, we spotted Tejas a while ago when he was about 10 years of age, and we brought him on through his career to date. And I guess the relationship must be working because the boys 79 victories and 79 podiums and 49 victories to date. So he has an awful lot of talent.
Okay. What would you say is one of the biggest challenges you face in the racing industry here in Kenya?
Well, it's been really in Tejas' case now that he's going to the next level. He's going to the World Series. We need to have considerably more financial backing than we've already got right now. We've managed to so far bring Tejas this far, and we think he is by far the most extraordinary talent we've ever produced in this country in motorsport. And now he is going to the world stage starting next 2 weeks in Spain, and then he goes to Turkey and then to Italy. And he's going to be in the RX Lights in the World Rallycross. And that's a huge beginning for Tejas in the World Series. And it's a big up for Kenya. And all I can say is Kenya Jew.
All right. We've talked about the challenges. We've talked about the successes. Are we seeing more people getting interested in this sport, or is it still, you know, a hush-hush story?
No, I mean, since the coronation, when we started with the Coronation Safari, we went on to the East African Safari, then we went, you know, this has always been a motoring country, and people in this country love cars, they love speed, they love anything to do with rallying and autocross and everything else we do in motoring in this country, even if it's a Rhino Charge or a Quattro Charge. People love cars, and they love the sound. They love to get out of Nairobi and go and see it. And Tejas is the epitome of that. You know, there's a young boy here. He's 17 years of age. He's got a huge following on Facebook, and he's become an international celebrity now. He won the UAE Championship. He's the first Kenyan driver to ever win a motoring championship, including all the Shekametas and Jaginder Singhs of the world. They participated in rallies, but they've never won a championship. And young Tejas, who was 17 years of age, won a championship.
Wow, interesting. Okay, good to hear that. And I just want to ask Tejas, who's there with Willis Raburu, is this something you'd see yourself doing for the rest of your life?
Yeah, it is my passion. I want to make it into a career. I'm looking to make it into a professional league. But in case of failure, I do have a plan B.
You have a plan B. And let me ask you something, Rob. We've talked about it being, you know, his career. Is it a well-paying career out there?
Well, I think Lewis Hamilton's on about 100 million right now, so that'll do.
Yes, that'll do.
I can only think of a few people who earn more money than that.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
I think so. And I think Tejas is going to make it big time. There's no doubt about that.
Okay.
He's stunning.
Well, he said he has a plan B if he doesn't get through, but you really want him to get through.
Well, we've invested very heavily in his career, and we've spent an awful lot of money in his career, and we believe that he will be a world champion.
Okay. Heading over back to Willis Raburu now. Willis?
All right, so I'm just going to look at what people are saying on Twitter. Like Rob has said, very inspiring. Of course, people are saying 17 years, you deserve a driving license because you've been doing this for a long time. That's what Chess Titans 254 says. And then we have at Rolex_Coach says, Willis, I bet you won't fit in that car. Well, okay, cool, thank you. All right, and then again, the same Rolex says he's imagining if this would be in Shags and you drive in Masomo itasimama, this reading will stop. And then again we have Stella_ Roland says, watching young talents in autocross, buggy, supercar, Tejas Sirani, congratulations. All right, keep talking to us. The hashtag is Power Breakfast. And I just have one more question for you. Rob said you're very you're a fan favorite, as it were, on Facebook. What's your Facebook? How can people reach you on Facebook and other platforms?
Well, on Facebook, my Facebook page is called Tejas Rani Racing, and if you see, there's some stickers on the car that have the website as well on it. So yeah, you can reach me on Facebook, Tejas Rani Racing, or Twitter at Tejas Rani 33.
So there you go. That's the way you can get in touch with him. And I guess as we continue, there is one more thing though before we wrap up. The way this is transported. Remember, there is all the way this side. We just going to see. So this is what pulls it. This is the transporter, as it were, not the series, not the movie, but this is what carries it around. So first of all, what is it called?
It's a trailer. The nickname, my mother and I call it the horse box because it's very big. But yeah, it's the perfect house for that contraption.
Right. Okay. So it goes with it everywhere?
Yeah, most of the places we tow it everywhere we can. We're looking. Yeah.
Is it better to have it here, or like once, let's say you get to 18 and then you get a driver license, will you still be using this, or you'll be driving to the races?
I don't think this will be thrown in the dustbin by that time. I'll be driving it everywhere. That's what I probably think would happen.
All right. Well, there you have it. I don't know. Kirigo?
Speak to Tejas' mom.
All right. Go ahead.
And she's very shy. Just stand there. And I just want to ask you one question. Why did you allow your son to go into this?
I think every parent wants their kids to follow their passion at the end of the day, and if this is what it is, this is what it is. I'll support him 100% of the way.
Weren't you scared that, he'd get injured, he could get killed?
Good hands. I always said no to motorbikes. Those were my rules. Give him 4 wheels and a roll cage, and life's dangerous. Anything can happen at any time, Live 100%, let's go for it. Yep.
How do you ensure, he said that that school racing balance can be a bit tough?
I'm the Wicked Witch of the West. Yeah, so far we've done okay. We took him out of mainstream school because it wasn't working with the travelling and everything. But going to tuition, having one-on-one, it really works. It stops when he goes and it starts again when he comes back. Physical training, diet, it's a lifestyle. So if you take it on, you have to take it on 100%.
You take it on 100%. No half things, no half-baked.
There's no point. There's no halfway. It's all or nothing.
All right then. Thank you, Claire. Thank you so much. Willis Raburu, I was meant to carry some clothes that I entered the buggy, but then I forgot them, so I can't. I would have joined him. Yeah. And we've been making fun of Raburu and his weight. I just want to know how many kgs can this car carry?
Oh, it can carry however many it wishes to carry.
So why can't we carry him?
The seat's not big enough.
we got that question answered.
Yeah, at least that's out of the way.
Yeah, that's out of the way.
It's not being rude, but it's true, because my navigator and I are really skinny, so we have extra small seats.
But you can custom fit it to his size.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah? Okay.
So that's what we mean then, yeah.
So there's hope. There's hope. There's hope.
Change is coming to Mark. Oh, sorry.
You want to do another?
No, he's preparing because you're wrapping up the show.
Oh, I was about to run. I was about to take off.
All right, well, we're coming to the end of the Power Breakfast Show. Thank you guys so much for everybody who's participated in it from the beginning. The lovely band that we're going to be actually handing over to after this. Remind me the name.
Jehovah Shalom a cappella band, all the way from Uganda.
All the way from Kampala, Uganda. And so that's it. And we are happy that they're here, and all this week we'll be having so many other more people and special bands coming up. So you want to keep it Power Breakfast Show as well. And tomorrow, we're talking fitness?
Yes, tomorrow we're talking nutrition actually.
Yes.
Not fitness, nutrition. We've been working out, but we also need to find out whether what we're putting in our bodies is affecting our weight loss plans or whatever plans we have when it comes to our body. So keep it tuned tomorrow. And of course we have loads more, so don't worry.
Yeah.
You're in safe hands.
Yeah, you're in super safe hands.
All right then.
All right, for now, my name is Yusuf Sabura, as always reminding you that successful people look like you and the great Manchester United.
And I am Kirigo Ngaro, wishing you a beautiful Monday. Enjoy.